But first, and developing tonight, a bitter debate over coronavirus reopenings and what's next for one of the GOP's biggest events of campaign 2020. Good evening. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Rick Fullbaum. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night. And it really all boils down to an argument over attendance at the Republican National Convention. The president saying he wants a packed house, of course. North Carolina is saying that kind of gathering might not be safe. Tonight, both sides are not backing down.
We have to know that when the people come down, they're going to have the doors open. Now, if the governor can't tell us very soon, unfortunately, we'll have no choice.
We're talking about something that's going to happen 3 months from now, and we don't know what our situation is going to be regarding COVID-19 in North Carolina.
In response, Governor Kemp extending an invitation to host the RNC here in Georgia. He tweeted this today, offering up the Peach State as a host site, boasting about Georgia's world-class facilities, restaurants, hotels, and workforce. That invitation, however, has some in the hospitality industry salivating. CBS 46's Carolyn Ryan live in Atlanta. And Carolyn, an event like this would bring a lot of revenue.
Sean, we're talking about 50,000 visitors, 15,000 members of the press, 8,000 volunteers. Yeah, it would bring a lot of revenue, and the hotels and restaurants I spoke with today are chomping at the bit. Across Atlanta, dining rooms are empty. Hotels desolate.
Doors are open, just waiting for people to come in.
The hospitality industry is hurting.
There were weeks where we had zero occupancy. And then even now, dribs and drabs, maybe 1 to 5 rooms.
Burgess Jockey opened this boutique hotel in Buckhead just a couple of months before COVID.
And the dragon, symbolizes good feng sui going in Chinese culture.
If the RNC moved its summer convention here,
that would be a lifesaver for Atlanta. 50,000 people coming into town.
It could be the shot in the arm this industry so desperately needs.
If you look just in Buckhead, I know the JW closed, the Marriott's closed, the Embassy Suites is closed, the Four Seasons closed downtown.
But would hotels be ready to welcome a flood of guests? These conventions are planned years in advance.
Atlanta is very resilient.
If the RNC pulled out of Charlotte and chose Atlanta, we'd have only months to prepare.
I don't think it'd be more than 2 weeks to turn around and get everything set.
The RNC tells CBS 46 they want to hold a full in-person convention in Charlotte, but they need assurance from the governor that can happen. If they don't get an answer soon, they'll be forced to consider other options.
Welcome the RNC and President Trump.
Come on in.
Come on down.
Of course, not everyone is as excited about the idea. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms saying, quote, like North Carolina, the city of Atlanta is following a phased, data-driven approach to reopening. That plan does not contemplate hosting a large gathering event in August. So you've got a Republican governor saying yes and a Democratic mayor saying no. We'll stay on top of it for you. Reporting live in Atlanta, Carolyn Ryan, CBS 46 News.
Atlanta has never hosted the Republican National Convention. The Democratic National Convention in 1988. It was a finalist to host this year's convention, but lost out to Milwaukee.